Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Potato Panda TV here today, and this video today this is the first actual deck I started building on, and this is just a basic standard deck. And I've had a few people that are kind of more into the magic thing help me out with this throughout the time or through here and there, but. This is, like I said, this is just a basic standard deck, and this is the first deck I ever really started working on by myself. And then, so like I said, it's the first deck I ever started working on was blue-green. So I'll just kind of go through some of these cards. I don't want to make this video super long, but these ones are all just my basic blue and green, or basic blue-green lands. And then these are some of my blue-green combo lands, or dual color lands, or whatever you want to call it. So this is Thornwood Falls, and as you can see, it's a Thornwood Falls enters the battlefield tapped. When Thornwood Falls enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. And then if you tap it, it adds 1 green or 1 blue mana. So I have 2 of those. And then I have 4 of these ones, which is the Simic Guildgate. And Simic Guildgate enters the battlefield tapped. When you tap it, you add green or blue mana. Mystery is beauty within the unknown, and we plumb revelation. So then these first 3 cards are some of my gold bordered dual colored cards, and I just have 3 of these 3, but a copy of 1, and this is 3 colorless and 1 of each of the red or blue green, and it is Bioessence Hydra. And then, so it's got a 4/4, and it's a rare. It's got a Hydra Mutant. It's got Trample. Bioessence Hydra enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each loyalty counter on a planeswalkers you control. So I know I have a couple planeswalkers in this set, so I'll have to hopefully get a couple of those if I ever play standard again. Whenever more of your loyalty counters are put on a planeswalker control, put that many +1/+1 counters on Bioessence Hydra. And then, again, these are the same ones. I think the only difference is one's just a standard and one's a foil version. It's just a 1/1. And this is the Rising Reef. And it's an elemental creature. 1 Rising Reef for another elemental creature when another elemental enters the battlefield under your control. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield tapped. If you don't put the card on the battlefield, put it in your hand. So it's not really the best card in the world, but I haven't really been doing too much with my standard deck, so it's a lot of it, so I need to kind of probably mess around with this a little bit. So these are my blue, and we got Stealth. Sorcery, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. A creature can't be blocked this turn. Enchantment Aura. Enchantment creature loses all abilities and the base power and toughness equal 1/1. So I got 4 of those, so that could always be a good card. So it's, if you're battling a 6/6 creature that's flying or something like that, what this basically does is you put this on top of that creature, and then it makes it a 1/1, and it loses its flying. So I got Jay's Ruse, Return up to 2 target creatures to their owner's hand. You may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Jace. Jace. And of course you can read that. I know it's kind of boring listening to all this, so I'll probably just kind of read through. Let's go through it a little bit quicker. We got a Cerulean Drake. It has flying. It's 1/1. Protection from red. Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Blah, blah, as you can see, you got Jace's Projection. 2/2. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Jace's Protection. And for three colorless and a blue, put a loyalty counter on target Jace's Planeswalker. And Exclusion Mange. 2/2. When this creature enters the battlefield, return target creature an opponent controls to the owner's hand. And we got the legendary Planeswalker. He's got 4 loyalty points or loyalty tokens or whatever. I forget exactly what they're called offhand. Sorry. When you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. For +1, you draw a card, and for -7, creatures you control can't be blocked this turn. And then I got 2 of these Jace's Triumph. Draw 2 cards. If you control a Jace Planeswalker, draw 3 cards instead. So I got 2 of those, and then we got a Air Elemental with flying, and he's a 4/4. Then we got an Unsummon. Return target creature to its owner's hand. I got 2 of the Frost Links. When Frost Links, and he's a 2/2. When Frost Link enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untapped step. Those are the blues. And then these are the greens. So it looks like I have a few more greens than I do blues, but I guess it doesn't really matter too much what the colors are, or the ratio of one color to another color. So I got the Woodland Mystic, and he's if you tap, you add 1 blue or 1 green mana. And then we have the 4th, I guess I only have 3 of the Sage Scorpions, and the main reason I put that in there is because it has Death Touch. So basically this means it's any amount of damage this deals to a creature is enough to destroy it. So it's like it's just basically an insta-kill. And then we have a Ferocious Pup. When Ferocious Pup enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. And then Enchantment Land. When Gift of Paradise enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Enchantment Land has tap, add 2 mana of any one color. So that's how I am working on a green-red commander deck, so this might be a decent card to add to switch over to that. And here's a legendary Planeswalker, Vivian, Champion of the Wilds, and she's got the 4 points. Sorry, I keep forgetting what that stands, or what the 4 loyalty points. You may cast creature spells as though they had flash. Until your next turn, up to 1 target creature gains vigilance and reach. For -2, look at the top 3 cards of the library, exile 1 face down, and put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. For as long as it remains exiled, you may look at the card, and you may use it if it's a creature card. Aggressive Mammoth is an 8/8, and he has a 3 colorless, 3 green. He has trample. Other creatures you control have trample. And return to nature. Choose one, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or exile target card from the graveyard. And Gift of Paradise. I guess I already have another one of those. And New Horizons. Add 2 mana of any color. That'd be another one I could add to my commander deck if I don't have it already. Tap, add green. If you control 4 or more creatures, add 2 green instead. Silverback Shaman. Or Silverback Shaman. So 5/4 trample. 1 Shaman, Silverback Shaman dies, draw a card. And then this is another Planeswalker. Yangu. Each creature you control with a +1. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has. You can tap it and add 1 mana of any color. For -1, I guess he doesn't have any add ones. So for +1, for -1, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. They got another Shaman, and another one of these. And then they got a Thrashing Brontodon. Creature sec for 1 colorless mana. You got a sacrifice Thrashing Brontodon. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. I think I've already had one of those. And you've shown a couple of these, so that's about it I have for this deck. But appreciate you taking the time to stop by, and I know it's been a while since I've worked on this deck, so I know I need to kind of work on it and add here and switch around a few cards. But if you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. And I'm planning on working on maybe another standard deck. I'm thinking of either, but if you have any suggestions of mana or mono-colored decks, or I've got a green mono deck, but then I think I've got this green-blue, then I've got a red-black and a red-white. So if you have any suggestions of decks I could put together other than those colors I've named, feel free to let me know. But I appreciate you stopping by, and I'll catch you next time.